we finish 14, 15, 16, it doesn't matter because ultimately we just have to finish above relegation now. So Spurs have made really bad decisions this season, and the next manager we bring in is key to how we sort of proceed over the next couple of years.
Can we start there, George? Because I was going to segue into that next, because obviously Frank is done and he's gone. I'm going to bring Deji in if he can hear me in a minute. Who is it you're after?
Yeah,
Dej, I've got to be honest with you, I'm hearing some nasty rumours about you saying that Julian Nagelsmann's come in and Xabi Alonso's come in and Xavi Hernandez is coming and all this kind of stuff, man. What are you telling me, Deji?
I mean, look, George is right. I mean, I'm pissed off, first and foremost, that we find ourselves in this situation. We shouldn't have been in this situation. I called it that we needed to get rid of my man from the Aston Villa game. But to be honest, when we sacked Ange, it needed to be a big name. It needed to be a Nagelsmann. It needed to be a Xabi Alonso. So those two brothers are on the list. However, a spanner was dropped into the equation in the location this week. Pochettino pretty much said he wants the job. And whether we like it or not, the brother's got unfinished business, and the brother put forward a very persuasive argument as to why he should be given a second chance. And I'm not going to lie, it got me, as well as Ange coming out today on the overlap talking about he wanted Pedro, Semenyo, Gueye. It don't look good for the board. So the board now have to go out, put their finger out, and get someone that the Spurs faithful loves and can get it over the line. The last thing I would say, I know George, you need to have your chin up, bro. You normally have your chin up, bro. The thing has always been, and I don't know if you've been hearing it, bro, Tottenham are a shameless club. They don't mind finishing 16th, 17th as long as they got a trophy. The one thing you didn't say in your segment was that I reckon we do finish 16th or 17th, but I reckon we might get a trophy. Now, a lot of people thought, how can Spurs win a Champions League under Frank? And I never told you it was going to be Frank. I never said that. I just said we're going to win the Champions League. So, Saeed, I've been saying it for a minute, and I told you so, and I'm looking forward to who we bring in and what happens next. But new manager bounces.
Can you relax with the Nagelsmann and who else did you say?
Just had to take myself off camera.
Alonso. Alonso, please, man.
You got to stop these ones, man. Champions League.
Tottenham, no, it's even Deji can't say it with the camera on, man. Like, look at you, Dej. Put the camera on and say that again, I dare you.
Wolfie, you need to fall back, my brother. Yeah, where's your manager, Dash? Look, you wait until if I can pull up, I will pull up and show my face.
I don't know if you've been aware of the news in the last 24 hours.
What I will say is Pochettino's not the one. Deji, put the fries in the bag. Get over it. It's your ex. Like, I know you want to try and get back there.
But why is he not?
Still thinking about those days when you guys are like laid up in bed.
Have you heard these podcasts? No, but have you heard Pochettino's podcast?
I'll be honest. I don't even like.
Have you heard these podcasts?
I don't.
No, but have you heard these podcasts?
I need popcorn.
I don't want to.
Have you heard these podcasts?
He's washed, bro. He went to Chelsea. Why the fuck are we gonna take him back? Like, people Tottenham seem to forget that he was at Chelsea just a year or two ago. We can't go mad.
You know,
no.
Hey, Jules, I'm not gonna. Can I just be real? Can I just be real, Jules? I've never had a go at you before, but you're moving soft like your club, bro. You're moving soft. Under Pochettino, let me tell you, bro. Because you're trying to do this thing with the fluorescent blue do-rag. Stop it, bro. Let me tell you what I want. Yeah, under Pochettino, we were a respected club, challenging for the league, challenging for Champions League. Since he's left, we ain't done that, bro. What are you talking about? Arsenal are following in our footsteps with Arteta. Have some respect.
When he was at the club, bro, I had a baby face. I didn't have no beard, bro. I was in school. I was still studying. We're talking about a long fucking time ago, bro. People need to let go of the past. Pochettino days are never coming back. We're not Pochettino. Pochettino was actually so lucky that he had the perfect mix of, Dele Alli, one of the best youngsters in world football, just popped up for 5 million from MK Dons. Toby Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen, two great centre-back, one of the best centre-back pairings we're ever going to see, will just randomly fell together. They worked at Ajax and then, managed to be at Spurs 10 years later. Harry Kane, a generational striker, come through. Pochettino had the perfect potion of madness to help him look way better than he was. But we need to sit here and sit back.
Who unlocked Cole Palmer?
10 years later, we
Who unlocked Cole Palmer?
Pochettino's not as good as we thought he was.
All right, so who? Can I ask you one question and I'll shut up? I'll ask you one question. I'll ask you one question, please. I just got one question, bro.
They was not good.
Who unlocked Cole Palmer? Who unlocked Cole Palmer, bro?
Deji, you can do the shameless thing.
He was unlocked by who?
We're Tottenham fans. I know, Deji, that you can do this, but deep down you're going to be thinking what I'm thinking. And now I can't do the let me try and do the fake cope thing no more. I can't do that. I'm not going to sit here and do it, especially when there isn't any of it, bro. We've got no fucking manager. We've got no direction. We can't sit here and just be like, yeah, Pochettino, come back, man.
No. Can I just say one more? I'll just say one more comment. I'm just going to say one more comment. I'm going to say.
Say it then.
Say it.
I think he's behind. He's my.
I just want to know, man. It's crazy.
So how do we compete? How do we compete then?
You don't.
No. So Deji, we do what you said in the first instance. You go and get a proven manager who's winning, who's a top manager right now. You go out there and be ambitious, throw the money on the table, whatever it is, 16 million a year, 15 million a year. You go try to get a Xavi Hernandez, a Xabi Alonso, Nagelsmann in the summer, whatever it is, a manager who's proven to some type of level that they are a top manager. Now, are all of these realistic? Not necessarily, but money talks. All of these managers are realistic when it comes to money. That's the one thing I see. So if Spurs want to go be ambitious, go get one of these managers. Unless, now, if you want to do an interim, again, Pochettino's not the one. Go and get someone who's going to be a factor. Do what like Man United.
Wait, hold on, George. Hold it, George. What about not Gerrard's not good enough, no?
Don't do that, Lee. Don't do that, bro. The whole
George.
You've been cool, bro. Don't do that, Lee.
Wait, George. What? Gerrard's not good enough, no?
But again, wait. The difference is though, I would take a Gerrard type manager if he was a Tottenham legend. I'd be like, yeah, bring him in for 3 months, bring the feel good factor back, and then I get what I'm saying. Like, if Carl says bring me Gerrard to the end of the season, it makes sense. He just wants him to feel good for 3 months. Fine.
George,
you want him permanently, then you're a madman. That's craziness.
George. I take
you actually pointed up as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sherwood's not managed for like
what Tottenham legend though.
Sherwood
found Harry Kane. To be fair, he found Harry Kane.
He did. I remember, but he's a pundit now. When was the last time he managed?
A very bad pundit. You know what it is with Tottenham. Yeah, listen. I feel like for me now it's a very dangerous kind of situation they're in right now because they actually in a relegation battle, guys. And if they don't have the positive momentum that an interim can bring in now, yeah, not that saying that Frank sacking will be a mistake or whatever, because it isn't, and you probably would have further gone down the table. But they need a bounce because I'm being deadly seriously, man. Tottenham could get relegated. Normally last season we had a laugh and a joke around and that. We never really was getting relegated. Like United, Tottenham were never really because the teams down below were so bad. But if you look at it, Forest are going to get a new manager bounce, whether you like it or not. They are.
I like it.
West Ham, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why are Forest guaranteed, but Spurs ain't?
Sorry,
you ain't got a new manager guaranteed to get a new manager bounce, but we ain't.
Because you're Spurs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you don't make the right decision with Vitor Pereira, at least when he came into Wolves, there was a little bit of a bounce and he kept them up. We don't know for sure yet, but there will be something in it. With West Ham, we played against them. They are fighting for the manager. They've got a decent team. Players are in form right now. They are going to be fighting for their lives. Tottenham have to bring someone in here that knows the football club, that knows the league, and also can find a way of getting points on the board because they don't have easy fixtures. They've got Arsenal next. Say that again.
You see, the thing is, though, for me, from what I've seen, and I heard Tobe say it the other day, and I totally agree. I've got a fair few cousins that are also Tottenham fans as well, and they say the same thing. The issue isn't the fight because their players are actually trying. They're just rubbish. They're all just not good enough. So the thing is, I hear your point. You could bring in the world's best, and you get a setup, but they're just not good enough. Their players are crap.
I agree. I'm with you, Lee.
With Man United,
I think their squad is overrated.
It's terrible. You look at Man United.
We've got like 10 unavailable players for the last. No.
We
But
know that, Jones. We know that, Jones. We can't keep talking about Madison.
No, but you
Kulusevski.
can talk
They're
about when
available.
you're missing
Because they're not
7
available, though,
first
bro.
team players.
They've not been available for how
we're
long?
literally missing 7
But
first team
the
players.
thing
You
is, though,
keep
George,
judging the
George,
team based
How
on.
many did you miss last season when you won the Europa?
You know what? Let's be fair, because look, I'm keeping it real, George. I'll be real with you. You see the problem with Tottenham, you've got too many players that are up and down. You have no sort of basis level of good players. You look at someone like Maddison, the jury's always out for him. Kulusevski, the jury's always out for him.
2 players that ain't played this season.
I know, but no, my point is though, George, that we've every team's got that. So you might say that Arsenal's got like Ben White or Gyökeres, that people that kind of have a bit of an up and down opinion of. Liverpool, they've got a few players that you could say Kirkes or whoever. I don't know whoever. All I'm trying to say is, all I'm saying is that every club has a few of them. You could say that about your whole squad. For me, I don't think there's any of your players that I look at and say, do you know what? I'm going to have a good half a season of great consistency where I'm going to get 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. You don't get that with Tottenham.
Whereas in Arsenal, gave me that majority of most seasons.
Cool. Okay, fine. You might say that, but I think if you look at the rest of the panel, they will differ. So the consensus is going to say, the footballing opinion is going to say that you don't have consistent players in your squad at all. Van der Ven, we see him get spun a lot of the times. So when I look at your squad, generally speaking, my only point is that I'm saying to you is Arsenal have a few, maybe 1 or 2. Tottenham have way more. All of them are under the microscope of the actual way that they consistently play, and that's the problem that you've got. Even Man United have less than you. They've got players that you can actually bank on, and they're going to have 8 out of 10s more time than not. You don't have that, and that's the problem that you've got.
Let me ask the panel right before you come
to that point, yeah. All I want to say is that when you mention the facts, the likes of Kulusevski and Maddison, I just feel like it's a non-argument because they've not been available the whole season, so we can't really be.
It was available last season, so you keep because you guys keep saying, oh, but there is no quality in that team, but we do have quality. They've just not been.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, they're not available. They're not going to be available.
No, but when you talk about the attack, that's this season though. But
your boy Xavi, the money sleeve. What happened to him, man? Money sleeves were whipped out. I wasn't hearing Maddison when you were doing the money sleeve, bro.
You're going back to.
But the thing is,
Maddison and Kulusevski last season were fit, right? And you come 17th with Maddison and Kulusevski.
They both got injured.
Can I just make this point?
Back of last season, but Kulusevski was very good last year. You can look at all the underlying. He was very.
No, he was.
He fell off about February when he was getting overplayed and was one of the over players.
But Charles, you need to speak about the lacks of Kudus. I agree. Losing
Kudus hasn't been around again. He's been injured, bro. He started off the season okay, and again, I would sit here and say that the system was the reason why Kudus didn't come in and be like, yeah, he's going to be great, because we were playing. He was getting 3v1s every other game, and our tactic was get the ball to Kudus.
Do you believe your squad is overrated, though? Be honest. Do you believe your squad is overrated, though?
I don't think it was that rated in the first place. I didn't put Spurs in the top 4 or 5, did I? I predicted us 6th or 7th.
Deji put him 3rd.
But even putting 6th or 7th is still you're overrating the team.
No, it's not overrating because there's not 7-8 teams that have got comfortably.
Yes, it is, George. This is
Newcastle. No, because say the teams you're going to talk about, Newcastle, their squad's not better than us. They're showing you they're just as inconsistent.
Yeah, I can't. It is better than yours.
They're just as inconsistent with a manager they've had for 5 years, with a team they've been building, and they're still been inconsistent that whole time.
Newcastle have a better squad than you.
Which players get into the Newcastle
Chelsea
team?
outside of the top? What is it? Aston Villa, Chelsea, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, the only teams with better squads. Man United, you got a better attack than us. Away from that, your squad's not good. You've just got a better midfield than you.
What are you talking about? I've got a better midfield than you. We've got probably a better defense.
Your midfield shit, bro. You know that. You've got one good mid. And don't count Bruno. I'm counting Bruno as part of the attack. I'm not counting as the midfield.
Who's better than Casemiro in your
midfielders?
Who's better than Casemiro in your midfield? Casemiro's better than your midfield.
Casemiro's been washed all year, and now he's having a couple
of good
washed. He's been washed for however long, and he's had a couple good performances this season.
What are you talking about?
Under Ruben Amorim, how bad was he? How bad was Casemiro? Under Ruben Amorim for the last year or so, how bad was Casemiro?
He wasn't. Listen, he had a period where the manager didn't rate him, but again, the manager didn't rate Kobe Mainoo, so we can't use the manager's perspective of who's good and who's not. We just can't. I'm sorry, man.
No,
the manager said the manager was not available.
I'm using them in the manager's system.
He kept him out of the squad. He wasn't available.
I'm talking about him in the manager's system.
Hold on a minute. For you to come and sit here, Casemiro's not better in midfield, yeah, it's an absolute disgrace, bro. Because you don't rate any of your midfielders. Who do you rate in your midfield? Be honest.
I do.
He likes Gallagher. He likes Gallagher, don't you?
Gallagher?
I despise Gallagher. I said I didn't want him in our
Toussaint, Basuma.
Basuma, you like Basuma?
Bro, what are we doing here? You're just Wolfie.
Who name the names then? Who name the names that are good in
again,
the field?
you talking about Casemiro. For one, just let's clarify. I didn't say that the manager's perspective. That's beyond anything. He was shit on the football pitch for a year and a half under Ruben Amorim.
Not a year and a half. He wasn't.
You're now trying to sit here and judge Tottenham players on the quality you see in them under Thomas Frank's system, but you won't do the same when it's Man United players. Oh, under Amorim. It's under Amorim.
You have under Amorim. Name the players then. Name the names that you rate.
I rate Paulinho. I rate him and Casemiro are pretty much like type on type. They're very similar players. This season, Paulinho is giving you a higher level. 100% this season, Paulinho is giving you a higher level. You gonna tell me otherwise?
Said, why are you wasting your energy, Said? This is what I don't understand. Bro, seriously.
I think, you know what? The Tottenham squad, for me, personally, is Thomas Frank a bad manager in the Tottenham job? Yes. But I do believe your squad is a bit overrated. I think
you just heard him and Deji argue about getting Xavi Alonso in. This is the fundamental problem. Forget who's good in their squad and who isn't. This fan base has no idea what they need. Let's be real. They're talking about Xavi Alonso. When was the last time Xavi Alonso came and managed a relegation fight? When was the last time any of your players were in a relegation fight? Oh yeah, last season. My bad. But what you need now is honestly,
you're getting Vitor Pereira.
You're not gonna like this, George. Go away and reflect on this. No, George. What you need now, and when I say it, please go away and reflect on it before you respond. You need Sean Dyche. You need Sean Dyche. In the situation you're in, that's the manager you need. Whether you want to like it or lump it, you need to make your piece of reality and understand.
Do you know what's
the way
funny,
you're going, you are going down.
Thomas Frank, you'll get a third Tottenham ex-manager. You'll get another dud. It's the funniest thing. If I've
already hired a manager. My club doesn't sit there umming and ahhing. Oh, should we get Xavi Hernandez? Should we call Zidane? Maybe Zidane would want to come. He hasn't managed for a while. This is the delusion your club has, bro.
His friends. Marinakis calling up his mates. He's like, oh, what? You're not working no more? Oh, come give me a job. What?
Bro,
it's all right.
From what I'm hearing, that Lewis family ain't got many friends, bro.
Make sure we don't get relegated.
Do your owners, that Lewis family, do they know what a football looks like?
It's not like he's actually going out there and getting someone with real ambition. You wouldn't know about calling up and trying to get big managers. Yeah, you're going to get turned down, but that's trying to be ambitious. I'd rather us call up Xavi Alonso, Zidane, and get turned down than fucking go straight to Vitor Pereira and be like, yeah, you're going to come in, mate. Yeah, I need you to help me out.
But you care about the image thing. This is what it is the image
thing.
No, it's all being ambitious. All being ambitious. It's like going to the club and the first thing you do is move to the 4 out of 10. At least I'm going to try a couple 10s before I go down. Work your way down the list, bro. What are we doing?
When you're
going in, getting the deadest goal and be like, yo, I scored tonight. I scored, right?
When you're in the relegation zone, you might have to try the 6 out of 10. You get me? Don't go straight to the 10 out of 10 when you're in the relegation zone.
That's you, bro. We're different.
What you are. I used to work in recruitment,
there with your ASOS gear, trying to draw things that are looking for man with Ferraris and Bugattis, bro.
Exactly.
What we really doing, bro?
You know what? I used to work in recruitment, right? And I used to get student graduate CVs all the time. And all of them, bar none, would put wage demand 60 grand. Graduates, not worked a day in their life. That's what you are at Spurs, man. You just think you can just jump up that ladder and apply for CEO roles where you need to be down there doing the cleaning and shit. That's where you are, because you are in the mud, bro.
You man are shooting blindfolded, bro. Like anybody or shooting in the dark, anybody will do, bro. What's going on, bro? Where's the plan?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. It's that comment say it's so bummy sleep. It's killing me. I'm saying, George, you're my guy, but that's killing me still, man.
Let me ask you. Before George goes,
tired for now, man.
Let me ask before we move and before George goes, who's going down then? Let me ask as a panel, who's going down? Because obviously Burnley and Wolves look like they are. Who actually is going down? West Ham, Forest, Spurs, or is there another team? What are we saying?
Either West Ham or
West Ham or Forest.
Yeah.
Most high willing, the greatest thing in the world could happen this season. Arsenal win the league and Tottenham get relegated. The joy in my heart will be so inexplainable. So inexplainable.
If Arsenal win the league and Spurs get relegated in the same season, someone's banged Judge hard in the summer.
Yo, Hooks, can I make a deal with you, bro? Can I make a deal with you? If Arsenal win the league, Forest win the Europa League, George gets relegated, me and you are going to all the parades together. Forest, Arsenal, the Spurs parade.
Oh, I have to find the flight back, but
You might also going to be flying.
I'll
as
pay
well,
for the
like,
flight back because
you're
we'll
going
have
to
a
be
sick
flying with
time,
wings.
bro.
Right,
None
okay,
of these
cool.
things are
That's on
happening.
camera. That's recorded.
Man, am I going to grow wings and
Let's go.
start flying? Sure.
It would be hilarious though to see Tottenham in the Championship, but
My
for
God.
transfer reasons, I want it to be Forest. And also West Ham, just because I feel like the stadium and they kind of low-key deserve it for the past how many years.
Because you can't beat them. You ain't beat them in 8 games. That's why you want them gone.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that.
No,
How
it
many
is that.
seasons have you not beaten?
No, do you know what?
Me, you
I'm
can't beat
gonna
us
say,
either.
Exactly. My
I've-
thing is, it's one of them ones where like, I just, bro, if Tottenham get relegated, man, that is ridiculous, bro. Like, it's just
It's so beautiful.
unheard of.
Crazy.
It's unheard of.
It's so
we're not getting
beautiful.
relegated.
I think that they'll find enough wins to
It's
stay
definitely.
up.
It's definitely gonna be either Forest or West Ham. I hope it's Forest. I told Wolfie at the start of
If
the
we get him
season.
on the big screen.
No, but the funniest thing is, remember I told Wolfie, I said, bro, at the start of the
We
season,
actually
I was like,
got shows on the big screen.
you're gonna have to get used to doing shows with the Leeds man and all these man because you man are gonna be that. Forget
I
that.
remember,
The Leeds man have
when I
replaced
told
you.
you, George.
The Leeds man have replaced you.
At least
So
punch them up still.
you're gonna be off this panel. We're gonna get another.
Yeah, and George, remember when I told you 16th is
And,
progress for you? Remember when I told you that?
think,
Yeah.
Nah, you man, it's either going to be you man or West Ham, and it's quite clear. But you are right about West Ham, though. I think they need to get relegated for their owners to sell and for them to get like, some real ambition in there. Because just to see what's happened to them as a club, it's not great, man. I rate West Ham. Man.
Yeah.
It's